Good morning. Hi, Andrea. Give it 30 seconds and we'll get started. Don't need weights or anything today. Whoa. Okay, ready, Nihar? Hope you guys had a great weekend. We walked 9 miles yesterday, so hopefully Nihar survives our class. I'm going to kind of focus more on the upper body today, particularly maintaining good posture while executing all of these exercises. And one thing I think people commonly try to do when they're trying to correct their posture is just force the shoulders open and constantly work the upper back, which we'll be doing, but you also need to stretch and strengthen your chest as well. So we'll be doing a little bit of both. Go ahead and step to the front edge of your mat. Find your Pilates stance, and you can just stack your forearms in front of your chest. Really press your forearms into each other. Anchor the shoulders and pull your chest forward and up. Zip your inner thighs. And then try to stay lifted as you lower yourself to the floor. You can either kneel down or just place your hips straight down on the floor, while keeping your perfect posture. Yep. And just make your way onto your back, however you can. And we'll lie flat. Okay, we'll rest your arms by your sides. Yep, and just bend your knees to a place where you feel like you can anchor your spine comfortably. And then from here, just lengthen the back of your neck along the mat by pulling your chin in slightly. And just feel your spine kind of start to melt into the floor. And once you've found that anchored back, I want you to take a deep breath. Inhale. And exhale, start to engage your center. We have another inhale, fill up your back. Exhale, feel your neck lengthening. One more time, inhale and exhale. We're gonna stay here. Try to keep your spine anchored and the neck long, and just press your arms into the floor and start to roll your shoulders open. You'll notice that your ribs and your chest are tempted to pop out off of the mat. There's gonna be some compromise here, but do your best to try and press your ribs down and open your shoulders at the same time, and just hold it here. And then gently release. We'll do the same thing again. Keep the connection in your center and press your arms down. Lengthen the back of your neck by pulling your chin towards your chest. And hold it here and just figure out where you need to correct your own posture. If you have a curve in your upper back, you're going to really focus on lengthening the back of your neck. Or maybe you really need to open your shoulders, so you put a little more focus there. But tune into your own body, be your own teacher, and find your perfect posture just lying here on the mat. And release. We got one more. Notice what happens when you let go, how much your shoulders roll forward. And then we'll press down one more time. Find that compromise between your ribs and your shoulders while lengthening the spine. The more length you have, the easier it's going to be to correct your alignment. Just hold it there. You should feel your triceps and your muscles in your upper back. Hold. And release. So this is going to be your guide that hopefully will carry you through the class. So just keep that in mind. We'll bring your knees into your chest and give yourself a hug. We're going to prepare for the 100. There's a couple of you that need to keep your head down, but regardless of whether your head is up or down, we're going to focus on keeping your shoulders open. And as you pump the arms, they should really have purpose rather than kind of flapping them around. So you want to feel like you're pushing a weight down with your palms every time you pump, so that way you get your heart rate up a little bit. Go ahead and lift your head and shoulders. Reach out into your working position. Vigorous pumps with the shoulders open. 4, 5, and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Big pumps. 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 4, 5. Keep going at your own pace without changing anything. Just roll your shoulders open. Good. Inhale and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale. 3, 4, 5, and exhale. 3, 4, 5. Inhale and exhale and inhale and exhale. Your shoulder blades are sliding towards your hips. Exhale. 2 more sets. Inhale. Exhale and inhale. Exhale, hold it here. You're going to curl up a little higher and roll your shoulders open. Reach your fingertips to the front edge of your mat and then bend your knees, rest your head. We'll prepare for the roll up. We're going to go straight into the real thing. So go ahead and extend your legs on the mat where you can with an anchored spine. Okay, we'll reach your arms up to the ceiling. Make sure you connect your arms to your back before you move and try your best to keep it as you roll up. When you reach forward, you're going to lose it a little bit. Just enjoy the stretch and then re-engage by sliding your shoulders down and roll through your spine one bone at a time. And rest your head. Arms will come back up. Reconnect them to your back and roll it up. Round forward and stretch, and then roll it down, reconnecting the shoulders to your back, and rest your head. You have 3 more. Connect, and then roll up. Let yourself enjoy the stretch here for a moment. You can reach your arms out of the joint. Then reconnect, zip your thighs, and roll down with control. Still have that power at the base of your spine. Connect and roll up. Lifting the waist and stretch forward. Just release for a moment. Then shoulders reconnect to your back and roll down with control, squeezing underneath. You've got 1 more. Connect the arms and roll up. And stretch forward. And engage your hips, engage your lats, and roll down with control. Okay, since there's all people that I'm familiar with live, we are going to do the rollover. If you're doing this later and you're new, please be careful. This is an advanced exercise. So you're going to come forward on your mat. Yep, and then lie into your back. Bring your legs up to 90 degrees. Okay. So your arms will be by your sides. Like I said, be careful. You're going to keep your legs together to start and take them over your head. I'm going to come behind you. Hold it here. If you can, flex your feet and then point your feet. And you're going to open them wider than your shoulders. Flex and point and roll down slowly. Here you have to engage that upper back again. Take your time. Lengthen the back of your neck at the same time. Your chin's going to start to want to come away from the floor. Keep pulling the chin towards your chest, especially as your hips near the ground. And then feet together and fold in half. Okay, hold it here. Your feet are reaching towards the floor so you can get a nice hamstring stretch. Flex your feet, point your feet, open them, flex and point. Use the strength of your upper back to roll down through your spine while lengthening the back of the neck. Feet together, fold in half. 1 more time like this. Flex your feet. Point your feet, open wider than your shoulders, flex and point. Long arms, long legs, long neck as you roll down. Think of giving yourself a bit of a double chin to help lengthen your neck the whole way down, especially as you get close to the bottom. Your heels will come together, then we have the reverse. Feet will come apart, fold in half, hold it, flex and point. Feet together, flex, point. Long arms, roll down. Tailbone touches, feet apart, fold in half. Flex, point together, flex, point, roll your shoulders open here if you can and try to keep it. One more time, feet apart, fold in half. Flex, point together. Flex, point, lengthen everything as you roll. The top of your head and your tailbone are trying to reach away from each other. And once your tailbone hits, we'll bend your knees into your chest. You can move yourself back on the mat if needed. And we'll prepare for your single leg circles. Okay, so we'll take your right leg up first. Give yourself a hamstring stretch. Yeah, move that foot around a little bit if you need to. Then we'll bring your arms by your sides and keep the leg up. Find that same posture on the ground that you had in the very beginning, and then rotate your right knee out to the right so that way you have a nice Pilates stance in your hip. That leg will cross over your center line, circle down, around and up, and two, and up. So you're doing all the same things that we've been doing in the past. The inner thighs are working, the stomach is working, but you're shifting your focus a little more into your upper back today. Where are your shoulders? Where's the back of your neck? Did you do 5? Okay, we'll do the reverse. Open, cross, and up, and 2, and up. Especially as your leg reaches the bottom of the circle, you almost want to feel like someone has the back of your neck and your foot, and they're pulling you 2 opposite directions. Up, one more time. And rest your foot down. We'll switch legs. Start with a stretch on the other side. Yeah, wiggle your foot a little bit. And we'll leave the leg up. Bring your arms by your sides. Rotate into Pilates stance and cross. Down, around, and up. Open the shoulders. Pull the chin towards the chest. And up. Feel that opposition between your working leg and the back of your neck. Around and up. And up, reverse. Open, cross the leg and lift. And 2. Around and up. 3, around and up. 4, around and up. This last one, hold it at the bottom, open, bring it to your other calf, stay there, lengthen your leg and lengthen the back of your neck, and then pull the leg up with that length, and then rest your foot down. We'll sit up for rolling like a ball. You'll need to move your hips forward. You can either hold behind your thighs or hold your ankles. Okay, just find your balance first and hold it here. In your balance, we're gonna now shift our attention into the upper back. So your shoulders are down, the neck is long. You're mostly trying to round your lower back so you can roll. What happens is people tend to round their upper back instead. So find the length in the upper, round just the lower and go for it. Roll back and then shoulders down, long neck to come up. And round the lower. You have to keep the stomach in as you come up so that way in an effort to lift your upper back, you don't also arch your lower back. Round the lower, lengthen the upper. And roll it back. Connect your arms to your back. And up. Roll back. And up. Do 2 more. Roll back, lift the hips, round lower back and lift the upper. Rest your feet down. We'll move your hips back on the mat and roll down through your spine. We'll prepare for your stomach series of 5. Go ahead and pull your right knee into your chest, right hand, right ankle. Mihir's cracking his back. Left leg will come out at a 45-degree angle, give or take. In this position, whether your head is up or down, you can still roll your shoulders open, elbows are lifted, switch hands and switch legs. And switch, and switch. You have ultimate control. Keep going at your own pace. The lower half of your body is doing the exact same thing. Now you're shifting your focus to the upper. where you're holding your head from. Is it happening in your neck, or are you really lifting yourself from the rib cage? 2 more sets. Both knees to your chest. Rest your head for a moment. You can rock your neck out side to side if needed. Keep that nice long neck. Connect your shoulders before you even lift your head up, and then go ahead and come up when you're ready. Inhale as you reach for the double leg stretch. Exhale to come back in. Your shoulders, keep going, are going to want to come up as you lift your arms. So you have to make sure and drop your shoulders as you reach up. Inhale. Exhale, pull the knees in. Inhale, reach. Pull the knees in, hold it here. Check that your shoulders are still back and down. Inhale as you reach. Exhale to come in. Inhale to reach. Exhale. So now you really have to lift from the ribs. 2 more. And connect your shoulders to the back and reach. And in, rest your head for a moment. Okay. So for the single straight leg, a lot of us are having to reach out of the joint to grab our leg. So if you need to hold a little bit lower to anchor the shoulders, that's totally fine. Extend both legs up to the ceiling. And grab your right calf or right thigh with both hands and open your shoulders. And then we'll switch legs. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch. And switch, and switch, and switch. Switch, 2 more sets, and switch, and rest. Okay, the next one gets a little more complicated. Before you lift your head, take your hands behind your head at the base of your skull. So you're kind of getting into the territory of your neck, so that way you're not just tugging on your head. Rest your head down to start. Slide your shoulders away from your ears. And with that, you're going to try and lengthen your neck out and then up from the ribs. Very nice. Hold it here. Make sure you have a little space under your chin for an orange. Curl up a little higher. And that should feel really stiff and strong in your upper back. Bring your knees in towards your chest. Extend your legs up to the ceiling. Okay. Long neck as you lower both legs towards the mat. And then bring them back up. And again, lengthen down and up. Think of your upper body more than your lower. And up. Lengthen the neck and pull with the ribs. And inhale. Exhale. Keep sliding the shoulders away from your ears. And lift. 2 more. And up. Lengthen. And lift and rest. Okay. We'll get ready for the crisscross. It's the same thing but with a twist. So you take your hands behind your head, bring your knees to your chest. Create that firm frame with your upper back, shoulders down, long neck. Keep everything really, I hate to say it, but stiff in the upper body, and twist from your waist. And then lift and twist to the other side. So that elbow shouldn't be coming in towards your face to help you twist. Lift and twist. It's like you have a cast on your upper body. And twist. Lift from the waist and twist. Shoulders down, long neck. 1 more each side. Twist and twist and rest. Okay, go ahead and sit up. We'll prepare for your spine. Stretch forward. Give me his block here. Okay. Bring your feet on either side of your mat. Flex your ankles. Okay. Sit up straight and reach your arms out in front of you. First thing you're going to do is connect your arms to your back and lift your spine instead. Bring your chin to the chest. Pull the stomach in and start to stretch forward. Your shoulders will lift a little bit here, and that's okay. Just enjoy the stretch. Breathe in at the bottom and exhale, roll up from the base. And now as you come up, the upper back is really soft. The shoulders are going to slide down, and that is what pulls the neck up. Inhale at the top, connect your shoulders to your back. Exhale as you round forward, flexing the feet, pulling the stomach in. Just let yourself stretch for a moment. Breathe in at the bottom. And from the base of the spine, roll up, relaxing the upper. Keep the head down. Let the shoulders come down first, and then the head comes up second. Inhale at the top, connect your arms to your back. Exhale as you round forward, pulling the stomach in. Inhale at the bottom. Keep your upper body relaxed. Lead with the lower half. And roll it up. Shoulders down and then head up. Good. One more time. Perfect posture at the top and chin to the chest. Exhale, round forward. And inhale at the bottom. And roll up from the base. Shoulders down. Head up. Reach your arms up. And again, don't worry about your shoulders here. Just lift your spine and enjoy the stretch. And relax. Take your block out. We'll lie on your back for the corkscrew. Okay, if you're not super tight, bring your arms by your sides. Mihir's going to need them under his hips. Your goal is to find that same posture that we had in the beginning. Okay, so you're going to really open the shoulders. Both legs will come to 90 degrees. Lengthen the back of your neck. We'll take both legs to the right, down around to the left, and center. And you'll notice the lower the legs go, the harder it is to maintain your posture. And up to the right. Put even more work into lengthening your neck as your legs come down around to the left and center, to the left, around and center. One more each way. Long back of the neck, shoulders open, and to the left, around and center. Bend your knees and we'll sit up for the saw. Your feet will return to the outsides of your mat. Sorry. Okay. So now that your arms are out to the side, it's a little harder, but it's really not that bad. Connect your arms to your back once more. Lift your spine, twist to one side. Reach to that toe and hold it here. You're trying to roll the back shoulder open to stretch this part of your chest. And then come center. Other side. Twist, reach, roll your back shoulder open. And center, connect your arms to your back, twist and reach. Roll the back shoulder open. Pause in the center, find perfect posture. Twist to the other side. Open the back shoulder. Perfect posture in the middle. One more each way. It helps to bring your pinky finger to the ceiling. It's like someone's pulling you up, but the strength is here in your shoulder blade. And center, other side, twist. Reach your pinky to the ceiling and roll that back shoulder open. And center. Take your block out. We'll bring your feet together and roll onto your stomach for the neck roll. Okay, so you always talk about that support coming from your legs, your inner thighs, your glutes, your stomach. You all know that, so find it. Press up into your back bend. Okay, you can either come up halfway or straighten your arms all the way. It's up to you. But in this position, now that you have the strength in the base, you're going to focus more on the upper. Really push the floor away. Just hold it here for a moment and see how much space you can create in your shoulder joints and how much you can lengthen your neck and your upper back. Good. Now take your gaze to the right. Without sinking, draw a big circle with your head down around to the left and center. Hold it here. Push the floor away a little more. Pull the top of the head away from your heels. Look to your left. Down around to the right and center. Lift up even higher. And then from here, lengthen forward and down as you make your way to the floor. And then prop yourself up on your forearms and make two fists for the single leg kicks. Similar emphasis here. We've always talked about the lower half of the body, really using your legs and your inner thighs to support your back, which you'll continue to do. Now you're going to really lift your head and chest as well. For those of you that use the reformer, it's like the pull straps. You're really pressing down and pulling back with your arms. Lift your head up and look forward and up. Kick twice with your right heel. It's like a hamstring curl. And then same on the left. 1, 2, and switch. 1, 2. The upper body remains undisturbed. Keep pushing down to go up. 1, 2, switch. 1, 2. One more on each side. Take the pressure out of your lower back by lifting the lower abdominals. One more on the other side. And then rest one side of your face on the mat. Your hands will come to your upper back as high as you can get them. Let the elbows fall. Okay, so here's where we're gonna really stretch the chest. So bring your thighs together and 3 hamstring curls with both heels. 1, 2, 3. Feet down, hook your thumbs, go into a nice back bend. Not only are you coming up, but you are rolling your shoulders open like what I'm doing to Mihar. Lucky. Then I'll go to the other side. 3 hamstring curls. 1, 2, 3. Notice how you're correcting your own posture as you come up. Are you just stretching the front of your joints, or are you actually opening your shoulders? We have 1 more on each side. 3 kicks. 1, 2, 3, and come up. Nice. Last on the other side. 1, and you are targeting mostly your upper back and your chest. 3, so you don't have to come up that high necessarily. Just roll the shoulders open, lift your head, and really stretch. And we'll sit on your heels, find a nice rest pose, and just hang out for a moment. You always want to make sure in this position that your knees are not too wide. That's more of a yoga version of the child's pose. You'll get more of a stretch in your lumbar spine if the knees are about shoulder width or narrower here. And your stomach is actively pulling into your spine. Okay, from here we'll flip onto your back for the neck pull. Okay, we'll start on the floor today. Go ahead and lie flat. Bend your knees as much as you need to get the support that you need for your own body. Feet are about 3 inches apart. Give or take, flex your ankles if you can. And you're gonna think of rolling up with a flat back, especially in the upper, right? So you're gonna keep your gaze up for quite a while. Hands can slide along your thighs or along the floor. Go ahead and try it. Your lower back does need to stay a little bit rounded. And then round forward over your legs. Just enjoy the stretch. Sit up tall and hold it here for a moment. Reconnect your arms to your back. Keep that as you roll down with control. Here's where you really need those glutes so you have the freedom to keep your neck long and your eyes up. Same thing as you come up. Shoulders stay down. They're going to be tempted to pull you up by rounding. And then go forward over your legs. That was better than you are. Sit up tall. Find your perfect posture. Connect your arms to your back. Keep that as you roll down. Strong glutes so you can keep your eyes up. Okay, we have 2 more. Shoulders down the whole way up. Good, eyes up, and then round forward. Relax for a moment. Sit up tall. Lift the spine. Stay connected as you roll down. Very long neck, eyes are lifted. 1 more time. Shoulders go down and the neck goes up. And then round forward, sit up tall, and lengthen back down, connecting the shoulders. And rest. Okay, we'll turn onto one side for your side kick series. You all know your setup. Feet come forward at about a 45-degree angle. Now think about that hand that's on the floor. It's going to be kind of in front of your rib cage. This shoulder has to stay anchored as much as possible. And then your bottom hand is actively pressing down into the floor to lift your head up and out on an angle so that way it doesn't start to sink into itself. Think of your upper body as you take your leg to hip height. And you want to imagine that you have, I don't know, a laser or something coming out of the top of your head, and that point should not move as you take your leg to the front and then take it back. And to the front, stabilize your upper back and take it back. and to the front, and lengthen back and front. The strength in your lats is going to help you isolate and keep the top of your head completely still. Front and lengthen back and front, lengthen back. 2 more. And lengthen back. Be honest with yourself. Make sure you're truly not moving your upper body. And rest your foot, even if that means making the range of motion a little smaller. We'll take the leg up to the side. Hold it here. Think of your foot and your head lengthening away from each other as you lower the leg back down. And lift it up and hold. Create that length as you lower. Lift it up. Lengthen it down. 2 more. Lift. Lengthen down. And lift. Lengthen down. This is the toughest one to keep your head still. Bring the leg to hip height. We have your circles. Go whatever pace you need and make them as small as you need to isolate. 3, 4, 5, reverse. 1, 2, press your neck back a little. 3, 4, 5, and rest. That's enough for today. We'll bring your legs in line with your spine. Roll onto your stomach for your transitional beats. You'll make a pillow with your hands, elbows out to the sides. Okay, just lift your legs a tiny bit, and we have 20 beats here. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And we'll roll into your other side. Give me here a second to turn and face the camera. Okay. Activate your upper back, lengthen your neck, bring that leg to hip height, and keep focusing on the upper as you take your leg front. Don't move the top of your head as you take the leg back. And front, lengthen back, and front, lengthen back, and front, and back, and front, and lengthen back, and front, back, and front. Now I know why you're laughing. There's a long blonde hair in your sock. And front, lengthen back. 2 more. Front. I wonder whose that is. Back, and front, and lengthen back. Rest your foot down. Okay, make sure both arms are still active, both shoulder blades are still engaged. We'll bring that leg up to the side and hold it. Lengthen your neck and lengthen your leg as you lower. Lift it up. Lengthen with control. See if your spine or your pelvis is adjusting to lift your leg up, and try to avoid it. Really isolate. Lift the leg in the joint and resist it down. Lift it up and resist it down. 1 more time. That strong upper body is helping you to stay secure in your spine. Bring that leg to hip height. We have your circles. Once again, isolate. Use your arms to help you. 2, use your stomach. 3, 4, 5, reverse. You're stirring your thigh bone in the joint. 2, 3, 4, 5, and rest. Okay, then we'll flip onto your back. We'll prepare for teasers. Okay. We had a long weekend. Go ahead and take 1 foot over the opposite knee. Just stretch out your hip really fast so you can pull that knee to your chest. Just hang out for a second. And when you've got a good enough stretch, you can switch legs. Okay, we'll bring both knees to your chest. We're going to start with the basic teaser. Hold the backs of your thighs with both hands. Okay, heels are together, knees will be slightly apart. Right away, you're gonna connect your shoulders to your back. Bring your head forward with a long neck and start to roll up. Find perfect posture right away and see if you can balance with your palms up. Just like rolling like a ball, the lower back is round and the upper is long. Grab your thighs, stay connected in your back and roll down with control. Just because your lower back is rounding doesn't mean the upper needs to go like this, yeah? Use your legs to pull yourself up, but stay strong in the upper body. Perfect posture as soon as you can. Find your balance. And then grab your thighs. Stay strong in the upper, just round the lower and come down. Okay, do that again. Connect as soon as possible. Keep it as you come up. Find your balance. Lengthen the top of your head and your neck. And then roll down with control. Stay connected. One more time. Long, long neck. Just around the lower back. Find your balance. Keep lengthening. Good. Grab your thighs and roll back down. Rest. Bring your knees to your chest. Just give yourself a hug for a second. Okay, so we've done a lot of work opening the chest, working your upper back. Now we're going to do a little for the front and then we'll finish with the seal. So I'm just going to have you make your way onto your hands and knees. And you want hands directly beneath shoulders, knees directly beneath hips. Okay, and just in any of these positions, you want to be very mindful of your hands and your wrists. You want to use your entire hand to help support your weight so you're not just hurting your wrist. So really push down through all of your fingers. You're going to tuck your toes, just like a cat-cow. You hear, walk your knees back a tiny bit. You're going to round your back first. Yep, and use your arms and your legs to push your spine to the ceiling in that round shape. So if you really engage your hips, you're going to get that roundness in the lower, and your arms are going to help you create the curve in your upper, and they'll work together to give you the ultimate C curve. Your stomach will lift into your spine, and your whole body's going to work to lift your knees about 2 to 3 inches away from the mat. Hold it there. Keep curling the tailbone under, but really we're focusing on the upper body and using your arms to push your upper back towards the ceiling, and then rest your knees down for a moment. For those of you that are familiar with the reformer, this is like your knee stretches. And I, at first, was really confused that they had us do this because I was like, why are you having me round my back? I'm trying to open my chest. But this position really strengthens this part of your body. If you think about those weightlifter guys with like the really broad chest, it does help you open your chest. So round your back again. Find your muscles in the front and use them to help you press up. Hold it here. Your lower half is rounded too, but you're really focusing on lifting up out of the shoulder joints, pulling the stomach in, rounding the upper back. Rest your knees down. We have one more. Before you even lift up, create the roundest shape that you have in your spine. Tailbone under. Good. Press down through all of your fingers and lift and hold. And right where my hand is on knee high, he's going to continue to press up to the ceiling. Hold it, hold it, hold, and rest it down. Sit on your heels for a second. Okay. And we're going to do some push-ups. We're going to stay on your knees. If you really are dying to lift your knees up, that's totally up to you. We're going to come out to a push-up position, keeping the knees down. Okay, I usually like to keep my feet down, but you do have the option of lifting them up.
How many are we doing? How many are we doing?
We're going to do 5 slow with the elbows out, just at a slight angle. They're going to be pretty close to your back. But you want to focus on sliding your shoulder blades down as you go forward. Whenever you're ready, go ahead and go forward and down, and then lengthen back up. And 2, and up. 3, and up. The stomach always pulls you up from the bottom of your push-up. Up. One more time. Stomach pulls you up. Rest, sit your hips back for a moment. Then we're going to do chest push-ups with your arms a little bit wider and the elbows out to the sides. If you have bad shoulders, keep your elbows in. Same goes for bad wrists or bad elbows.
How wide?
That looks good. A little bit wider than the shoulders. Okay, come out into your push-up position. 5, nice and slow. Bend the elbows and press up. And bend, press up. You should feel your pecs more here. Bend, press up. 2 more, bend. Keep your neck long. Press up and bend and press up. Rest, sit back. And then we'll make your way to where you're sitting facing the front of your mat. We'll prepare for the seal. Okay. Thread your arms through your legs. Despite being in this incredibly uncomfortable position, you still want to stay connected by anchoring the shoulders into your back. Lift your feet, find your balance. 1, 2, 3 here, round the lower, but keep connected in the upper. 1, 2, 3, shoulders down, long neck. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, come up. 1, 2, 3, roll it back. 1, 2, 3, and up. You got 3 more. Make it as smooth as possible. 1, 2, 3, and up. 1, 2, 3, roll back. 1, 2, 3, up. Last one. 1, 2, 3, roll it back. Do whatever you can to stand up. Okay, just stand at the front edge of your mat. Find your Pilates stance once more. Okay, just move back a little so they can see you. You're gonna reach your arms forward and up and just lift your spine.
Forward.
Yeah. And then from here, we'll take your arms forward and up, bend your knees a little bit, clasp your hands behind you, open the chest and drop your head. And your arms will swing down to bring you back up and lift your spine. You can do a little back bend if you want. And then we'll round forward again. Clasp your hands behind you, drop your head, stretch your legs, pull your nose to your knees, and swing them forward and up. Do a nice lift in the chest. And one more time, round your back, clasp your hands, hang out there. Then from here, you're gonna keep your head down, just let your arms float down to your feet. Shift the weight of your hips forward over your arches and roll up one bone at a time. Just like the spine stretch, the shoulders will come down first, then the head comes up. Hold it here, make sure your weight is forward, the chest is up, and you have that nice connection in your upper back. The neck is long, and you are finished. Thanks for joining us today. I hope you guys have a great day. And I think, do you want to do 8:15 Friday?
I'm not here Friday.
Oh yeah. My friend in Israel will be doing the class with us Friday. So it'll either be 8:15 or 8:30. I will post it on my feed and see you guys then.